to Chiraq, America's third largest city, gritty, where mothers cry. Losing your child to a stray bullet is all in a day's life in the Windy City, home of the Bulls. Shot Town is what they used to call it. Some people still do. Spike Lee tackles the controversial subject of violence and politics and unemployment in Chicago, aka Chiraq. Check it out. Me personally, I like the movie. I genuinely enjoyed watching it. I mean, poetically, a lot of people, man, he been getting a lot of criticism for this movie, a lot of flack. A lot of people saying, oh, he's not from Chicago, he didn't portray it right. Nick Cannon wasn't savage enough. I mean, you know, he's been getting more politics, he's been getting more criticism than the police officer who was torturing people in Chicago recently found it. It all started with a bad Nubian sister who proclaimed to the world, no peace, no booty. And you got a lot of dudes and brothers talking about, man, what y'all talking about? That's far-fetched. How you gonna stop violence? By locking it down. Apparently, throughout history, women have proved all over the world that that's power in locking it down. Women in Liberia stopped the Civil War. They got tired of all the killing, shooting going on all day around the neighborhoods and through the villages and cities. So they said, we ain't giving y'all none. And the men said, oh, y'all just talking. But then when they realized they were for real, they put the gun down. Civil War. Google it. And not just Liberia, ancient Greece, Nigeria, Togo, Sudan, the Philippines, all have proven that the woman can stop a war or overthrow a whole empire by just locking it down. Now, we don't want to hear that, of course, because, you know, men are going to be biased. A double standard going to appear. Start the battle of the sexes. All Spike Lee portrayed in this movie, and he's still been catching hell. The movie goes beyond Chicago. But Chicago is the focus of it. But the message is international, universal, you know, talking about this situation. So, you know, salute to it. I enjoyed the movie. I think y'all should go see it. You know, I mean, he been getting criticism from Chance the Rapper. Many people saying, did he go too far? What is he talking about? People attacked the cast saying Nick Cannon wasn't savage enough. It didn't portray Chicago in the light that it should have. You know, he went into the corruption. You know, he went all over. To me, man, I think it's a great movie. I think you should check it out. Aristophanes wrote Lysistrata in 411 BC, a satire, comedy, going deep into the roles of men and women, also accusing and blaming both sides of depending upon sex in a crippling society. This is some of the philosophical aspects of the play. I mean, you can Google it and check it out. But, you know, Spike Lee pretty much gives it a modern-day twist in Chicago, Chiraq, talking about the same issues that's going on. And a lot of people from Chicago, not everybody, but a lot of people, you know, don't like the comedy aspect of it. I guess they wanted something like Boys in the Hood, you know, showing South Central LA in that light, you know. I'm guessing here. But overall, the message is still clear, you know. Even in the end, you know. I'm not going to give any information away about what I saw in the movie, but the beginning to the end, they all link up, and the message is clear surrounding Chiraq, character portrayed by Nick Cannon, you know, and it talks, I mean, it's a circle, you know, and it pretty much, the message is very clear to me, and hopefully over time it becomes more acceptable. I know, you know, he was on the Breakfast Club, and he was heated, you know, because some of the criticism is crazy. It's far-fetched. You know, some of the criticism is crazy about why the movie isn't good, why is that. The movie is actually great. The message is great. You know, there's comedy in it, but there's also a strong message that you can't deny. It's the Duke. Peace.